So if we can just get some comments on your first professional or your first PGA Tour victory.
Wow. That's about all I got for you right now. Just an unbelievable experience to be able to win it out here in front of the home crowd on Easter. It was just unbelievable.
I know this is a game changer for you as well. You moved all the way up to number 14 in the FedEx Cup standings. Talk a little bit about how this sets you up for the rest of the year.
I mean, the number one goal coming into the year was to get to the Tour Championship in Atlanta. And, I mean, honestly, we're halfway there, I guess. We moved up to 14th, top 30 make it. So if I keep playing well, hopefully I'll find myself in Atlanta come August or September, whenever it is.
All right, great. We'll get started with questions. We'll pass the microphone around. Get Ben first.
Congrats, Mike. You said on TV that you struggled in your math on 17. Can you take us through those notes and I guess that situation?
Yeah, number 17. I just hit 3 of the best shots I've hit all day. The tee shot, the wedge shot, and the putt on 16, and didn't make birdie. And at the time, I was thinking I needed 1, maybe 2 birdies to go ahead and lock it up. And on number 17, I was super nervous, but I didn't really know it. It's not like I had my hand shaking or I was like getting ahead in my thought process. I just went burp a little bit, and yeah, it wasn't all burp. And I mean, and then I guess I realized I was really nervous, but still on the tee shot, I picked my target, I hit it right at it. And I mean, it didn't get as close as I wanted it to, but I definitely had the putt that I was looking to have that I was practicing in the practice round. So those, I mean, really coming down the stretch, the last 4 holes, I didn't really miss a shot, and it's really satisfying to know that under the gun, I was able to perform.
So far, I know you always believed you could be where you are right now, but is it a little bit surreal to know that a couple of years ago you were winning on the swing tour or whatever it was, and now you're 3 times where?
Yeah, I don't even know if I was really winning on the Swing Pot Tour. I won a 2-day event once, but that was about all the mini tour success I had. And last year to win 3 times on the Love.com Tour was unbelievable. I definitely didn't foresee that happening when I started the year, and then starting this year, I knew that I was good enough to compete out here on this level because I'd gotten in contention a couple times on sponsor invites last year, and I knew that my game was good enough to win, and just to be able to come out here and show it for 4 days, and on the last couple holes when I needed to was, I mean, just something you can only dream of, honestly. Okay, this guy was going crazy.
Yeah, good run earlier. I think 3 straight top 7s, couple courses. What did that do for you? Did it help you today?
Honestly, I didn't know that I had made 4 birdies in a row until I looked at the leaderboard and saw that I guess I'd gotten to maybe 11 under, or maybe 12 at that point, I'm not sure. But, I mean, one of them was a 2-putt, and one of them was just kind of a short 4-footer straight up the hill. And I looked at the leaderboard and saw that I had climbed within 1, and then on number 8 just hit the worst tee shot that you could have imagined. And I really hope the shot tracer's on it when I go back and watch some of the highlights from today, because it was atrocious. But was able to stay composed there and made, honestly, a really, really good bogey. And from there, it kind of sharpened my focus. I knew that I needed to get back in the golf tournament. And yeah, and then was able to, like I said, hit a lot of really good shots on the back nine.
So, Alan?
Yeah. You want to talk a little bit about just being the first player from South Carolina? Obviously, that was kind of the hex coming in here on everybody.
Honestly, I didn't realize that until maybe after my first or second practice round. One of the SCJGA guys came up to me and said that, no South Carolina guys ever won here. And I mean, it's crazy to think that all the great golfers that have come out of the state, not one of them has won here, but to be the first is really, really special. And like I said, to win in my home state, I honestly couldn't have dreamed anything better than this.
Eric, and then David.
The size of your galleries all week were pretty huge, but especially coming down the stretch here. Did that, add maybe any extra to the burden because you didn't want to let everybody down, or did it almost kind of help will you to victory because you could feel such positive energy out there from so many people?
I wasn't really worried about letting anybody down because, I mean, if it had not gone the way I wanted to, I would have by far been the most disappointed. But having support out there was obviously great. When I hit the bad shot, there was always encouragement. There was a lot of everybody. After I made a bogey, yeah, you can do it. Keep your head up. That's really cool. And then when you hit a good shot, you get a little louder roar than the rest of the guys. So that was really special. And to be able to win in front of the home crowd was, like I said, just unbelievable.
Would you mind giving your thoughts on Harbortown Golf Links overall, just as a course and its uniqueness as a course on tour?
I mean, this is, I've said it for a while, that this is one of the best golf courses that we're going to play all year. A lot of the guys rave about it because you have to work the ball both ways off the tee. You have to work the ball both ways going into the green. You have to miss it in the right spots around the green to have a chance. And it's one of the only courses on tour where you'll see that you have to play every single shot in your bag. And I love it. I'm not a super technical guy, so I'm the guy that kind of imagines shots going both ways, and I work the ball probably a little more than the average guy out here. So this is a course, when I looked at the schedule starting out, that this is one of the places I thought that I had the best chance to contend at. And I guess after all the dust settled, my intuition was correct.
Wesley, what do you think this means both for you, for your career, in the way you can now manage your schedule with the exemption and things like that, and plus the confidence I'm guessing you'll now take going forward when you tee it up, wherever you're going to tee it up next?
I don't know if it changes the schedule much more, other than obviously I know I'll be in the majors, and I'll know I'll be in all the tournaments moving forward that I want to tee it up in. So that's really, really nice. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really change anything other than I now have one PGA Tour victory. There's a lot of guys that just have one PGA Tour victory, and my number one goal is to get number 2 at this point.
Wesley, what kind of memories do you have from 2004 when your dad played here for the section? You would have been, what, about 13 years old, I guess, then? And
14, Bob.
14, I'm sorry, but you remember being here for that, and you remember having any thoughts about, one day I'll play here or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I remember a lot from that week. It was really cool to watch my dad tee it up. George, my brother, was caddying for him. So, looking back at it, I probably was one of the most annoying kids out here on the property because I was going up to every single player that I could put a face to a name and harass them and ask them questions. And in player dining, just picking a table with the biggest superstar and going and sit down and be like, "Dad, this is where we're sitting." That part, I remember a lot from that week. And just being able to tee it up inside the ropes here after watching my dad play in 2004. He didn't play as well, obviously, as he wanted to, but just to be able to compete in the same event that he competed in, I guess, 10, 15 years ago or so, was really, really neat. And then obviously to win here was just another icing on the cake.
Yeah, Wesley, can you pinpoint what has happened in the last 2 years? You've gone from, as you were saying, a mid-level mini tour player to a 3-time winner, now to a PGA Tour winner. Do you know what has happened in your game and how it's gotten there?
Honestly, I have no idea, because there are times where I feel like I was way better back in high school than I am now, but I think I just manage my emotions a little better now. I feel like I'm a slightly better ball striker from, let's say, 150 to 200 yards. Definitely better than I was, but everything else, I feel like it stayed the same. It's not like I all of a sudden hit the ball really far or hit the ball really straight or do any of that. So honestly, I've got no idea what changed.
I was talking to Patrick Lundy over there today, you know Patrick.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you can tell me if this is or not. He was telling me that you, in college, had a rough stretch, and he tells me you shot 102 at college.
101.
101 at college.
Actually, I shot 100, but I signed for 101.
Oh, okay. So, a lot of count, which is understandable.
Yeah. Actually, I gotta keep my scorecard box count, and I just decided to sign it. But I learned my lesson. Check every number.
So at that point, was there a point where you were deciding whether you should continue playing this game, and how bad did it get, and what changed for you?
Yeah, I mean, that was my junior year. I hit rock bottom in golf, so to speak, but at no point did I ever contemplate giving up the game. I've always been one of those guys when things aren't going the direction I want them to. I mean, you have two options. You can either work like crazy, or you can just crawl in a hole and hide, and I kind of chose the first of those, and I really, adversity is going to strike in the future at some point. Obviously, you're not going to win every week. You're not going to play great for every week of the year. So just what I learned from there was when adversity hits, just to keep at it and keep working hard and come out better on the other side.
So Ron, Nathan, and then Steve.
You live in Augusta, which raises the other question. I guess, you know, where you'll be staying next year for the Masters. What do you think about all that?
Yeah, I got a master bedroom that I'll probably keep available for myself. And honestly, me and Alex Burge were talking on the ride over here that this is best case scenario, winning this week. Now I got 51 weeks to get ready for Augusta in my own city. So that's like, honestly, a dream come true. I can call it my home golf course for the next 51 weeks. By the way, me and Jeff Knox are going to have some intense matchups coming up. I can feel it.
The shifting lead awards seems to be a trend recently for this tournament. Can you speak up a little bit? Sorry. The shifting lead awards seems to be the trend at this tournament recently. I think the last three groups, you're the only one guarded around the card. So how do you handle that pressure out there today?
Like I said, I mean, on the back nine, I thought I needed a few, at very least, just to keep pace. And I was a little surprised when I saw the leaders going backwards, and then there was a lot. I mean, look out in Cooch, I guess shot 64 today, and saw Mark Keimer had a low and going. So when you just figured that somebody from the last 3 or 4 groups was going to go out and shoot a number, and you had to chase it. But luckily for me, that wasn't the case, and I just kind of hung in there all day and kind of lurked within 1 or 2 of the lead, and then made a couple birdies on the back nine, and nobody else did. And when the dust settled, I was on top. And honestly, I don't know how it happened, because I was really surprised that nobody birdied. I mean, nobody really birdied 15, 16, or 18, given the wind in that location. It was a gettable hole with a shorter mid iron into it. So, I mean, I'm glad it worked out the way it did. Oh yeah, it did, for sure.
I always said that I have a water mindset. It feels like a mindset of a water player. And it seems the game is similar the way you do. How do y'all work together? Do you see it the same way as far as your relationship with him?
Yeah, I mean, we work great together. He kind of knows when to. He never, like, I watched the thing with Ferry and Phil, and I saw that Bones gets like 1 or 2 vetoes a year. There's no way I'll ever give Willie a veto, but I know what words he's saying when he triggers something where he wants me to play a little less aggressive, or if he knows that I've just made a bogey and my target on a par 3 is probably going to be a little more aggressive than it should. He's kind of gotten to the point where he knows when I'm going to want to get aggressive and knows when I should be aggressive. So, and he doesn't speak up and tell me, hey, you've got to hit it here. He just gives me a gentle reminder of what I should be doing, and he's so laid back that, I mean, if you can't get along with Willie, then you're doing something wrong. He's definitely as good as it gets out here.
All right. Anything else? All right, congratulations once again to RBC Heritage Champion Wesley Bryan.
Thank you.